So for some reason, even when fully clothed, and I mean completely covered, YouTube keeps like scrubbing my lives with the bowl. The settings should be appropriate, so I really can't explain what that's about, but it's super annoying. Okay, the camera's doing it again. So there's some reason, move this back. Okay, I understand if I get closer into frame. I understand if there's a light change, but when there's not, like the camera keeps trying to focus. Super annoying. Hi, Osvaldo. Osvaldo, did I say that right? I'm sorry if I did not. Let's see, so topics today. Yes, get closer. Well, like, I'm not even that far. See how it does that? I feel like it shouldn't be doing that. So there's I want to say, thank you. My day's okay. I'm a little disturbed by what I'm reading on Sedit. So some of you guys know what's happening. If you're getting any DMs, like, just honestly, I wouldn't open any of them. There's like some links going around with really inappropriate content. I have not personally seen it myself, but if you were to come across this link and open it, it would be like a serious issue. We'll just leave it at that. Yes, I have. There's cat hair. Yeah, so that's been happening, and someone was saying like they got raided or something because of it, and like that's not okay. Like that should be, like, setting someone up with that kind of material, like that should be some kind of crime. I'm sure it is, but I don't know like how that's even classified. Other than that, I gotta get my vape juice right quick. Not wearing anything exciting. Let's see, other than that, as far as the Ice and Caroline drama goes, I really, I think they were black at one point. They're kind of faded now. Colder than Chicago, I'm sorry, baby. Other than that, like the whole Ice Caroline thing that's kind of resurfaced, here's my stance on it. I don't think that, dude, it's like, it's really gross. Like, I mean, yeah, trolls will troll, but that's way too far in my opinion. And not to mention the people being exploited in those links. You know what I mean? That's hurting them more than anything, I think. But setting up innocent people, fucking disgusting. As far as the Caroline stuff goes, here's my take on it. So, like, I'm not worried about what my ex, I'm not worried about what my ex is up to, right? But because we have somewhat similar circles to a degree, whenever he's doing something like absolutely crazy, I get like a million DMs on it. You know? So like, even though like I'm not worried about what he's doing, people will update me constantly. And here's what I feel happened. I don't think that Caroline was like creepy, like watching him. Like, she's married, moved on. I have a feeling that maybe someone tipped her off to Ice lying to his new girl about what's happening, and she just kind of snapped. Like, she was like, that's some bullshit, because it probably took her right back to that trip or whatever, when there was like that whole confrontation and stuff, and when he tried to make her look like she was crazy, you know? So her going on record, in my opinion, her clearing her name and stating the facts and everything, I don't think that means she's obsessed with him. Okay, so sorry, Neil Diamond. I'm using Restream, Andrew. Welcome. Andrew, it looks like you're on Periscope. So through Restream, I'm currently on 7 platforms. And it's kind of cool if you're not like exclusive to one in particular. Like, I don't see why not spread yourself around and give your audience the opportunity to choose where they want to watch you. So yeah. But the Ice Caroline drama got pretty hardcore. Like, she had some really long responses, and she said she wasn't trying to do an AMA. Didn't really sound like an AMA. I feel like it was a time she was just able to speak her piece and not be interrupted. Kind of like the, I do regret this now, but 7 platforms, yes. Restream it's been around for like a little over a year, probably like 2-3 years. And it's cool. Like, it's, for the most part, it's pretty seamless, but occasionally you have issues, like sometimes the chat won't show up. So that's an issue. Like, I think on Vaughn Live, I don't think I've ever seen chat from Vaughn Live. So I reset that password, and I wanted to pull up a Vaughn window like off to the side, because I'm wondering if I'm ignoring them, because I don't see icons for that ever. And when I logged into my profile, like, there was a ton more followers. I'm like, damn, so there's people watching, chatting, and oh, you think people are saying it's a fake Caroline? Well, like, I don't think so. I don't think it's a fake Caroline, because I guess, you know what? Now people have so much time on their hands with all these stay-at-home orders and stuff. It's starting to ease up in some places, but I guess people do have the time if they want to do that. But if you wanted to fuck with ICE, there would be so many other ways to do it, you know? You know what someone needs to do? Someone needs to go on, Fiverr? I have a lot of beef with Fiverr, but I'll put that aside for now. Someone needs to go on Fiverr, and someone needs to hire a girl to like have, say, a bunch of personal messages to ICE. You're gonna have to order a lot of them. And someone should catfish him and then put him on blast. That would be funny as fuck. You could pretty much get anyone to do anything on Fiverr. And I know he's been like catfished before, but have it like more convincingly. Have someone make like personal messages or something, or set up like a YouTube channel of like a fan or whatever, but have it really just someone you're paying to do from Fiverr. Like, something like that would be hella funny to get back at him. But like rehashing the Caroline, I just don't know the motive what someone would get from that. Hey, J-Dog. It's really unfortunate, though, the person who's lashing out now on Set-It and sending weird stuff. I don't know if that's in relation to... Yay! Thank you. Oh, and thank you for letting me know something's not showing up. Let's move the Streamlabs alert right here. I'm glad someone followed or whatever, because now we can see what's going on. Hey, Sean Faze. So some people are saying it's a fake Caroline. What do you think? Oh, I heard about that. Oh, man. I thought it would be funny to catfish one of the guys, but it takes a lot of work. And to be honest, I think I have too much of a conscience, like, to catfish somebody. I don't think I could actually do it, number one. And yeah, but that is kind of a good way to get back at somebody and then like expose them. I'm not, I don't have the time to waste on that, I feel, and I don't, anyone that I might want to do that to get back at, I feel like I can't compete with their audience, and it wouldn't be worth whatever they would do to get back at me, so I'm just going to leave that alone. But great idea. If someone wants to take it really far, use Fiverr and get personal messages. Oh. let's see. I'll text you. I'm live right now. Okay, hold on. Whoops, why is it? Okay, everything's good. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go through all the trouble to catfish somebody, because that's messed up. But I was just explaining how to do it properly and convincingly, especially if someone's already been catfished before. They're going to be really like on high alert of that not happening again, especially if it gets that's a set 420. Okay, I still have that functions as a set. My someone stole my portable Wi-Fi, so until I get that replaced, I'm having to stream from home. But my neighbors don't really love it, so I'm gonna have to replace that portable Wi-Fi device and eventually go back to streaming there. But yeah, I told you the whole point of that was to have a set, so I could stream anytime when I want. And unfortunately, a friend, well, not really my friend, it was my friend's my friend's cousin needed somewhere to crash for a few days, and they jacked my Wi-Fi. So I'm kind of shit out of luck now. They haven't, that doesn't bother them, surprisingly. It's just TTS is kind of loud, and I don't want to scam donos, so. But yeah, literally no one has seen this or said anything about it. I feel it's more like the walls got issues. See the walls? I gotta scrub that too. We've had no accidents since the one incident. I'm constantly checking it for placement. It's still not screwed in. So it could, it could still fall. I just have to kind of assess each little trick I'm trying to do, if it's worthwhile or if it's gonna come crashing down. Some things, full speed, full momentum, it cannot handle because it's not screwed in. I tell you it's singing. I don't think anything's singing right now. Wait, what? It's a poll. Oh, okay, you don't understand. Okay, so the situation is the trailer was built and decorated to have a location to stream in at any given time. So that means despite roommates or neighbors, that's not an issue there. I can do what I want and no one gives a fuck. So, do I understand? Yeah, I'm not understanding dread. I'm sorry, I'm lost. I'm trying to keep up, but I don't know what you're trying to tell me. But anyways, if someone wants to properly catfish one of the guys again, you have to use Fiverr. Find one of the hot chicks on there and make personal messages. They charge like $5 each. Just have like a bunch of personalized messages, and you could totally like Frankenstein something. You could keep them going for a long ass time and then expose them. That's the way to do it. Don't be doing whatever the fuck someone's doing on set right now. Hi, David. Raise hell. I don't want to raise hell. I'm a good neighbor, okay? Like, I don't want people to not like me. Oh, the recap. Read your. I don't know what you sent me, hun. Where did you send it? The recap is nothing other than the fact that I'm on Caroline's side. I feel that whoever posted on Set It the other day, I think it was her, because I feel like the situation is so like old news that a fake Caroline, even though people do have the time on their hands now, I feel like there wouldn't be much to gain from it. Hi, Darcy. And yeah, so I don't know. I think she basically got wind of what he was trying to tell Kimberly, and that probably just like pissed her off beyond beyond just keeping quiet, you know? Like when one of my exes, when their exes would come to me, I would be honest. We'll see if we can arrange that. I don't know how her husband would feel about it. I feel like she's trying to get away from that whole scene. How does one recover from flexing too hard on a woman? I made a mistake. That's a great question, David. I'm sorry that happened to you. Can you tell me the extent of your over flexing and her reaction and how long it's been since you've heard from her? And I can kind of tell you how to remedy that. Thank you, Fizzlestein. You want magic? Okay, I'll grab those in a second. They're not in here, they're in another room. I was seriously trolling with that, but if you're in the mood. Did it change? Well, okay, when it comes to like tarot, life changes every day. Every decision you make can change things. Things can change by the second. Aw, thank you, J-Dog. Okay, so you flexed a social media page. Like, were you like, yo, look at all these followers I have? Like, I need more extent. Okay, I'm trying to decide if the honesty route makes sense for you, or, how do you flex? I don't know. Well, that's fine. I want everybody to have viewers. Like, I'm not here to like fucking be like taking other people's views. Like, I'm just kind of doing my thing. My biggest issue has been streaming consistently at the same time. So I have to make that happen before I see any numbers for myself. And I realize that I'm not here like just like, oh, look at all these numbers. Like, everyone who's here right now is important, and that doesn't matter if it's 2 people or 20, Andy, like you said. Okay, I will get those cards in just a moment. Okay, you don't want the feeling of guilt. I'm trying to see what you mean. And I feel like compared to my hips, I feel like it's pretty even, girl. So they're not really that broad. I feel like it's symmetrical, but it's okay if you feel that way. Well, have you flexed in other ways? Because sometimes showing like a social media page is just kind of like more information on you. I take it you don't know this person like in real life yet. We're talking about the Caroline, the only Caroline that matters. Oh, I think that counts for the word. Yes. Well, I'm saying I side with her because, okay, for example, like, I don't like to talk about drama with one of my exes, and I can avoid it, I can block them, I can not watch them, but if something like crazy happens, I'll have like 20 people or more texting me, DMing me, sending me clips, and like, even though I want to avoid it, people just for some reason think it interests me. And like, when I get wind of them lying to a girl and that girl contacts me, I may not go on record about the situation, but I'll tell her the truth, you know? I'm just saying. Well, you know, maybe she never got to speak her piece really. Like, she had to be in the dark. She had to be a secret. Like, that probably sucked, you know? And being an ex of someone so famous, like, when it was over, like, think of how badly she was dragged. You know what I mean? So I feel like she found an opportunity to clear her name, but I think mostly she was just trying to warn Kimberly. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think she did a service. And it's crazy what, well, not just guys, but girls, like, people can convince someone of anything. If you're still kind of stuck in, like, that whole infatuation phase, like, people can literally tell you that the sun is purple or something. And if you think they're the greatest thing ever, you'll buy those lies. And it's until like something happens or many things happen that you finally start to see the truth on that. And I think she was just trying to spare her. You know, I think she meant well. I don't think she gained anything by going on record. Okay, dread's really about this reading. So we said alien, so I have to do something out of frame here. Oh God. That was hideous. Ugh. Hideous, horrible. Okay. Right, yeah, okay. So since you want that so badly, I'm gonna go grab the cards for you and we'll be right back, guys, okay? So hang tight. Okay, we are back. Just 1 second. All right, so. All right, hold on. There's also Stargate. Okay, we gotta be careful. Okay, read and read. Okay. We will be loud. Okay, hold on. I feel like we can't do this with Stargate. Maybe we can. Okay, do you prefer Stargate or do you want, let's see. There we go. We got the mic a little closer. Okay, I don't know if you want that or if you want, I grab. Okay, actually, I think, snap. Okay, this is just an empty box of protectors. So, if anything, I'll have to grab more. Okay, that's Carol. I don't think she, even if her full name is Caroline, I recognize her as Carol, which is kind of like a Karen. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. Okay, so do you want to try this with Stargate, Dread, or do you want me to go grab a box with proper cards? Because I don't know, maybe the magic is in the correct cards. You're ready? You're about it? Okay. All right. So we're doing absolutely ridiculous fortune telling. You want the real deal? Okay, then I have to go grab those. Okay. I won't place you guys. I won't do the away screen. I'll just leave it up and I'll grab those. As much as I love Grandma, she's the best. That's why I have her on the back screen. And apparently I kind of need my phone as a light source, so be right back. All right. Okay. And this, I think this might even be a different plastic bag. Okay, yeah. All right, so Dread, did you have any questions before we begin? Okay, so Derek believes in the Akashic records. Derek, do you think that they are incapable of change? Okay, yeah, no, I never sugarcoat, you know? Like, I don't want to, I'd rather just, especially if there's something bad coming, I would rather you be fully prepared than blindside it. And, honey, Darcy, you're clearly missing out. We are telling fortunes with Magic the Gathering cards. So, if this isn't fortune trolling, I don't know what is. But Dread very much believes in them, and instead of like making fun of his beliefs, I'm going to be respectful, and I think you should do the same. All right, well, there are no bad questions unless it's like, when am I gonna die? Like, when all is said and done, and with actual tarot, I will not answer questions like that, or even like inquire that way. Anything you want to know? Darcy, I don't think you realize, but I'm a member of Mensa. Okay, bitch? That's the top 2 percentile of intelligence in the world. All right? So, and if you can't keep up, honey, that's all fine by me. Hi, Supreme Being. Okay, so I'm going to wait on this. If you can tell me a question with specifics but not details, you'll get the best reading. Now let me give you an example. So, for example, let's pretend this is about relationships. It may or may not be. You can say, should I get back with my ex? For example. Now, what you don't need to say is, should I get back with my ex who cheated? If you were to tell me those details, you're going to influence my reading. But if you tell me, you know, your question regarding the other individual, I can give you a better reading. Smart people don't have to prove they're smart. Okay, Darcy. Exactly, which is why I'm not acknowledging your comment. All right, warm up. Do I have a personality disorder? No, I do not have a personality disorder. I'm sure you're referring to cluster B, which are the personality disorders. Those tend to be very abusive and manipulative, and a lot of streamers are cluster B. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not going to lie about that. Thank you, Sean. Whoa, Krevlock, hold on. We don't even have the proper setup to summon anything, so slow your roll there. But yeah, no. Sometimes I will be silly and play into narratives that are happening within chat, or memes, or, you know, rumors that you guys like really hold on to. Sometimes I will just play into that because I think it's hilarious. But that, hi Timmy, that doesn't mean it's a real thing or I'm serious. Like, if you cannot tell the difference between my sarcasm and my true self, I don't know what to tell you. That's on you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, sir. Who are you? That is, okay, I'm not ready for these, like, deep, who are you? Bruh, that, you just hit me sideways with that. I'm not ready. Right, you know, and that's one thing I love about entertainment and acting specifically. Getting to play different roles. I think it's super fun. Do I want to... I'm a clusterfuck. That is true. I am very much a clusterfuck. But talking about cluster B, those are personality disorders. Someone asked if I had one. I do not. Turk, if I was, I couldn't confirm that, could I? There's cluster A, B, and C, and those are different mental or personality disorders. We can talk about that another time. Hi, Namtran. They're trying to talk to you. All right. You do want to invoke a lot of dead people. Okay, if that's what we're doing, we are doing this all wrong. We've had 0 offerings. No, cluster, no. No, okay, Dread wants their magic reading, and we're just gonna do this for Dread, and then we'll move on to any other questions and stuff. Easily influenced to mimic. No, you're talking about an individual that is incapable of empathy, and so they learn to mimic empathy and other emotions in a malicious way to gain a false sense of security, trust from others to eventually hold against them at another time. And you are very wrong, sir. I don't know, Darcy, because I'm not as smart as you. Thank you, Linksys. That's all I was getting at. Okay. Let's see. We have 2 duplicate cards here, so since these are not... Will you be a father? Interesting. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just interpret. Okay. Okay, literally nothing happens on the Ouija board. I don't have it with me here, but I get no play on the Ouija board. Like, literally nothing. We can make a homemade one and see if anything cool happens, but I doubt it. All right, so you're asking if you will be a father. I don't see that immediately in the cards, but there is a woman, the plagued Rolska. Don't know if I pronounced that right. So here we go. And next to that is the Bloodthorn Vampire. So this looks like somebody who's kind of hovering, maybe an ex who is bored, who maybe wants to see if you're still a back burner option, something along those lines. And you also may be lonely, bored, and feeling a little... Yeah, we're doing tarot readings with Magic the Gathering cards. You may be feeling a little like stir crazy. Yeah, sure, it's okay, whatever you want. You may be feeling a little stir crazy, and you may be somewhat vulnerable just because of the social isolation. And I would not trust your judgment. Remember, this person knows what to say to kind of manipulate you, get you back, get them back on your mind. And you may have even had dreams about them. They may even try to say something like, oh, I had dreams about you. And we had 2 of these Victim of the Night cards, by the way. Don't fall for that. I mean, it sounds sweet and everything, but you have to remember why you guys broke up or why you guys never were. It's not clear if you guys were really a thing or not, but there's definitely an indication of a disharmony and something keeping you apart or ending whatever there was. There also could be some triangulation. They may try to make you jealous of somebody that they're currently seeing or were seeing to try to get a reaction from you, to try to have 2 people fighting over this person. And don't play into it, because whatever had you hesitant with them before, or whatever made you not make something official of it before, because like I said, I'm not sure if it was a thing or not. Just remember that, because they're up to their old tricks. Actually, Darcy, do you know the psychology behind them? It's much better to do in person, number 1. Number 2, this is purely entertainment purposes. Number 3, people will consult the tarot usually when they're going through a really, really rough time. Oh, I already put them back in the pile, by the way. They will consult it when they have a rough patch going on, or something they can't explain, or something really tragic, because they want an answer. They want another way out. thank you, Jen. When I do tarot, whether it's like this being completely silly with not even tarot cards or my real cards, I always start with this disclosure. And number one, I don't actually charge for my readings. I feel it's super wrong to take advantage of someone in a position where they're consulting something they may otherwise not have done. And number two, I'm very sorry to hear that, Dread, if you're not trolling. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. If you are getting like dream visits from someone who's passed on, I do think that that's them trying to let you know that they're okay. But anyways, I was going to say, I tell people, okay, whatever your question is, whatever guidance you need, remember that this is just a single example. Like, don't make entire major life decisions on the tarot, because every day little things happen, like the butterfly effect or whatever. Like, how we respond to things in life, whether good or bad, can have a bigger effect than the actual events that happen. So that's just as important as what we do about it. So I don't like give people false hope. I don't say things that does that make sense? Wherever my troll was, I don't even think they're still here, but my point is I never want to give people false hope. I never want to promise I have all the answers. A lot of times, especially if they do this in person, they find themselves answering questions they maybe already knew, or they wanted another form of confirmation about, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness. I can't talk about the Mensa meetings. We do like super, super smart shit. Like right now we're working on like time travel and that kind of shit. Vaccines, you know. Thank you, Dixie. Now, like I said, again, I don't promise to have all the answers, and I would never take advantage of someone who truly wanted to consult the tarot because they were going through a hard time and didn't know where else to turn. It's mostly entertainment purposes, and I leave it at that. Now, if I was pretending to have all the answers, if I was fucking scamming people that were going through something tragic or traumatic, then yeah, I'm a terrible person, but I'm not. So Darcy, you're just bored. But you know what, hun? Every time you type in my chat and every minute you stay in my stream watching me, you're helping me. So I just want you to know that no matter how much you say you dislike me, your comments, your viewership tells me how you really feel. So shout out to you, honey. Yes, I think dream visitations are very real. I think they're very, very real. Some people believe in psychics, some people don't. I'm not claiming that I'm any of these things. But we'll see. I'm not going to say who, it doesn't matter. But a family member tends to get dream visitations from other family members that have died. And it doesn't matter what side they are on in the family, whether they're actually related to them or married into them. They will get information on things that they had no way of knowing. Like, I mean, way like second, third, fourth degree, like and almost like it doesn't benefit them in any way, but because it's the closest way that they can get to the passed on person, for example. They have no other way to reach the loved one, so they'll go to someone who can hear them or whatever, you know, and then the family member, who I'm not going to say who, but yeah, like anytime someone dies close or related or distantly related, like they get visits and they get intel. So, and if they don't acknowledge what's happening in the dreams, they'll keep repeating and they'll become like more annoying. And sometimes it's really, really important stuff. So, oh, Roger Smith. Thank you, Todd. That's nice of you to say. I do. I definitely love kids. They're great. They're great, and they're very impressionable. And I think imagination is very, very important. I think it's a very important part of play, and it should not be hindered. Let's see. Did you send me that, JD, by the way? Okay, you may think that. Okay, and I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to push anything on to anyone. I enjoy dreams a lot. I'm generally incredibly lucid, so I can control mine, like, with a remote control if I wanted to. Or almost like with a remote control. I also have sleep paralysis constantly because I have narcolepsy. So... And it doesn't matter if I'm on my narcolepsy medication or not. I still get sleep paralysis 3 to 4 times a week. And that's when your brain wakes up before your body does. And there's a chemical that your body releases when you're asleep so you don't act out your dreams and get hurt. And people with narcolepsy have a weird wiring going on. Oh, Darcy. They have a weird wiring going on where oftentimes their brain will wake up before they do. And sometimes it's really scary. And other times you're like, oh, here we go. And then you just kind of like, you remember, what is it? I think is it in Kill Bill where she's like, wiggle your big toe? Thank you.
Can you try doing your reading for me?
I sure can. What's your question? I'm sorry that didn't show up, by the way. Let's fix this. Thank you for that, whoever sent it. Let me know your question in chat. Oh my god, no way! No fucking way! Oh my god, that's amazing. Namtran, you are like a legacy donator. Namtran freaking threw the money at me a while back to get Mortal Kombat. So, fuck yeah, that's amazing. Like, I never get donos like that. Wow. Let me know what you want to, what your question is, Namtran. I can also do a real reading for you when I get my cards, which will be Wednesday. I don't have them with me here. They're actually in the RV. I'll do one now for fun, but I'll do a real reading for you and I will send it to you on Facebook. So let me know your question or whatever. It don't matter where it came from. It's all good. That was awesome. No, I really do have narcolepsy though. Like, I've talked about it all the time. I've even shown my my diagnosis paperwork because oh my god, it's been horrible with relationships and stuff. Some people like don't understand it and they think I'm lazy, and it's like super freaking triggering because it's like a compulsion overcomes you, like to go to sleep, and it's like so overwhelming you can't really fight it, and it can kind of look lazy, but it's do I sleepwalk? No, I just have sleep paralysis. No, it was not prearranged. God, y'all are so toxic today. Anyways, Namtran, let me know what you want to do. We can do something silly with these cards. It's hard for me to do these seriously because, yeah. But I have real cards. I thought I heard someone yelling. Okay, I don't know. I'm not taking anyone's clout. We're not even talking about them. That was my debt to the devil. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think you're even on the premium, dog. What you talking about? Yes, I have heard of that. You want to talk about time travel? Have you guys seen Happy Death Day? I just watched 1 and 2. Okay. Well, snap me your proof of purchase and your complaints, and we'll deal with it there, but we're not going to handle this here. You would literally be my first refund though, because literally no one else has complained, and we're going to have to look at when you signed up. But I feel like you're not on the premium though. My mental problems, so you can have a laugh. My mental problems are PTSD. So if you want to laugh at PTSD, that's cool. Yeah, like I literally I had very low expectations for that film, but they did a really good job. They did a really good job. Okay, Sam, or not Sean, Sean, I said if there were any corona survivors, and they sent me like discharge redacted paperwork that they actually had it, that I would give them a free sub for a little bit. But you have to show me the proof that you survived it. And you said you were going to Photoshop your neighbor's papers, but you never did it. So I don't know how to help you, bruh. Vaping's going really good. Thank you for asking. You want to be... Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you got, like I told you, the proper channels to go through if you're unhappy with your subscription, but off top, I don't recall you actually signing up. I feel like you're just, trolling, and, that's a cute troll. I haven't had anyone come up in here and do that yet, but yeah. Literally no one's accused me of stalking them, because that's never happened. Okay, Michael, I feel like that's going to be a small claims issue, and I already told you the procedures. First of all, I know you're not a member. Number two, if you were a member, I told you what you needed to do to remedy the situation, and this is not the way to do it. But you're already not on there, and you're just being fun. Haha. But yeah, that's not how you handle that. Okay, what got me into tarot reading? Like real tarot reading, not silly stuff with magic or what do you call it? Dungeons and Dragons cards. My grandma did it. And Doc, I actually will refund people if they're unhappy. I've never had to. But if someone really is unhappy, if they don't owe money, if they paid for something and then it's been X amount of time afterwards and then they want a refund, that's kind of weird. My moon sign is actually Aquarius, which is kind of weird. Only 7 in back. Only 7. No, I've killed no cats. Literally none. Hasta la vista. No, if someone really was unhappy, I would refund them. I've never been accused of stalking anyone. No, I do have a disclaimer. It's been 4 months since you paid. Okay. Well, like I said, I told you how to take it up. Okay. Told you how to handle that situation. Let's see. I blocked like 2 leakers. So that is something within my TOS if someone's leaking. But I don't feel that was you. Hi, Sheldon. I don't have any pets right now. No. Okay, we can try this. Namtron, I'll give you a real reading too at another time because chat has me super distracted right now, and I don't feel that it's going to be like the best reading. Student of Crowley. Y'all swear. I mean, I guess if you're going to practice any of the arts, it wouldn't hurt to kind of be versed in everything, right? Crowley's not the only one. There's so many. Oh, really? Good to know. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay. Okay, so not sure if this, you see me, demon? Not sure if this applies to home or work life for you, Namchan, but this lash of whip I will interpret as being careful for saying things that you can't take back. What I mean is saying something that can be relayed to someone secondhand, and what you say can be misinterpreted or completely changed, or just completely taken out of context. So be careful saying things in confidence to people you know who may be kind of gossipy, who may have anything against you. Like, I don't know if there's some kind of competition thing going on, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Actually, I'll pull another one for clarity to try to clear up if this is more work or home related. Okay, yeah, so instill infection. I don't think this necessarily means you're going to get the corona. I think this is just more about a work situation, whether you're able to work from home or whether you still have a job once this is all cleared up, or like, again, that's not really clear. But I feel like someone's kind of chomping at the bit to not necessarily take your job, but to kiss ass and throw you under the bus. So just be aware that anything you say or do can be taken, twisted, and not work out so well. That's pretty much it for this one. Okay. In the event that happens, you will have the ability to clear your name and speak for yourself. But you know how, like, that game Telephone or whatever, when someone spreads a rumor and it gets all over the place, you don't want it to get to that point. So just be mindful of things that you may say in confidence, and be aware of who you're saying that to. So that's what I got on that, but I'll give you a real reading on Wednesday when I actually have access to real cards for that purpose. They are definitely not tarot cards. 100% no, they're not. So a couple weeks ago, I'm literally taking no one's clout. By the way, last time I checked, certain people, yes, I'm very aware of what these say. I've never kicked Nelly. So like a couple weeks ago, I had set this up finally, and I was saying, okay, it's either going to be cards or this, because I didn't want to just be on there for no reason. And so I was just flexing these cards as a joke, showing like my nerd side. And somehow Dread thought it would be funny to do like a tarot reading. I don't even remember how we ended up doing that as a joke, but we did. So that's pretty much how that happened. And no, Swiss, you're not blocked to my knowledge. And yeah. But yeah, these are definitely not real cards for that purpose. I'm very, very much aware of that. Okay, good. Yeah, and I'll give you, if that actually did resonate in any kind of way, Namtran, without giving me real details on it, because I don't want to influence something, I can try to ponder that with an actual appropriate set for that kind of stuff. So okay, Sean, I don't care, like, on that. I do not care on that. I feel that there's seriously no excuse for being racist. I'm not a Leo. I am a Virgo. Yeah. So. But I do love the Leo vibe. I do get along with Leos, and I understand Leos very much. We can do as many readings as you guys want with these cards, but remember, these are very, very much so more on the entertainment side than divination, because, I mean, these are not meant for that. They're really not. Well, I'm very glad that they are your friend, That's wonderful. Let's see. I would have to stretch out for this, by the way, and I have to actually check my settings because my streams keep getting YouTube keeps like blocking them, to be honest. July 18th. I feel like, is that a Cancer? I think that might be Cancer. Oh, am I already out of these? I may need to get another one. All right, guys. You guys hang out with Grandma real quick. Swiss Ketchup, I don't know the content of what you're typing. I did clean up Nightbot. Let me tell you one thing though. I'm all for free speech, but I do not tolerate racism. I do not tolerate gay bashing, and I do not tolerate inappropriate things involving children. So if you're saying anything that could be construed in that kind of way, those comments are not going to post. On that note, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hasta la vista, bitches.